How to live with an allergy to nuts. Living with a nut allergy can be difficult, but it is doable provided you exercise caution and take precautions to avoid coming into contact with nuts unexpectedly, as well as during the more obvious occasions. This article will help you learn to live with a nut allergy. Steps. 1. Do your reading. Research nut allergies as much as you can. The more knowledge you have about nut allergies, the better off you are. Knowing what foods are nut ingredients under other names can save your life by teaching you what to look for. 2. Know how careful you have to be. Depending on the severity of your allergy, you may be able to eat foods that have been processed on equipment shared with nuts, or if the food says may contain peanuts, tree nuts, or has been processed on equipment shared with peanuts, tree nuts, you may have to steer clear of it altogether. If you know that you can or can't have something with that statement, you can dodge your way around allergic reactions. 3. Read the ingredient lists for the foods you eat. As before, know how careful you have to be and which foods contain really nuts in disguise. Having knowledge of the contents of the food you eat can help you rest easier about avoiding an allergic reaction. 4. Alert the waiter or server in cafes and restaurants of your allergy. They won't know unless you speak up. If they cannot guarantee that the food does not have nuts, and if your allergy is not triggered by traces but the nut itself, choose something else on the menu. Otherwise, be prepared to leave the restaurant. Risking your own life for a meal is not worth it. 5. Carry an epinephrine injection, also known as an EpiPen, with you at all times. This small gadget could be a lifesaver in case of a severe allergic reaction, also known as anaphylaxis, which can be life-threatening. Make sure you know when your EpiPen expires so that you can replace it so it's fresh. 6. Make most of your meals. You will know what is in the meals if you make them yourself. If you don't know how to cook, try getting some cookbooks either at your local library, from a friend, or from a bookstore. Find a recipe that appeals to you and cook it for yourself, for your family, or for a friend or two. 7. Don't be miserable about your allergy, live with it and run with it. You can come up with and find some great alternatives to nuts and nut products out there, and there are plenty of people out there who have allergies to nuts and other things. If you feel alone, look to your friends, real life and online. You're sure to find someone who you can relate to. Tips. Don't feel sorry for yourself, just live with it and make the most of what you can have. At a hospital or at your next visit at the doctor's office, ask if they can check if you are allergic, so you know what you are allergic to. If you are allergic to nuts, unless you have proof that says otherwise, then avoid all other nuts and certain types of seeds, spices, lentils, and beans. If you're up to it, try hosting a nut-free dinner party. Invite as many friends and make as many dishes as you like, then serve them. This will help you try your hand at cooking without nuts, and it will expand your palate. Warnings. If you are allergic to nuts, don't eat them. They could cause severe anaphylaxis,